Hello and welcome to VLSI for All. I am your host Shrutishmita Bose with yet another insightful expert talk on semiconductor industries and growth. Today we have an incredible guest with us, Dr. Navjeet Bagga. He is an assistant professor in IIT BBSR and a distinguished member in IEEE. With MTech degree from Jadavpur University and Ph.D. degree from IIT Roorkee, his expertise lies in the areas of nanoscale emerging technologies, FET-based biosensors, and many more. So without any further ado, let's start the conversation. A very welcome you, sir. So could you start by sharing a brief overview of your journey so far and all the key milestones that have shaped your career?
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me here. And about the journey, it came dream to put a name, doctorate in front of my name. So I'm from Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. I did my schooling from there only, and then I joined Government Engineering College, Bilaspur. Uh, the day when I was in second year, I was standing outside my HOD's room. I was about to meet. He said, "Come later on." Okay, so I thought that I need to meet him immediately at some instance. Then again, he said, "No, you come later on. I'm busy." I don't know what give that kick to me. I said, "What to my friend?" I said, "Whatever it happened, I'll put doctorate in front of me and I'll sit in his chair." Fortunately, he was also from IIT Roorkee. I did my PhD from IIT Roorkee. I did my BTech from Bilaspur. Then I joined Jadavpur University as an MTech. In MTech, I uh, I worked on semiconductor devices, basically tunnel field effect transistors. Then I got selected in PhD from IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, IIT Roorkee, but finally I chose IIT Roorkee because of my research domain. After that, I went to Germany for postdoc. During peak COVID time, I was there in Germany. Later on, I got 3 jobs. Fortunately, at the same time, I got 3 jobs from IIIT Jabalpur, University of Delhi, BITS Pilani and all. Then I decided, based on my mother's request, I decided to come back to India and I joined IIIT Jabalpur. I worked as an assistant professor there for 2.5 years almost. Then I got an opportunity to explore further in IIT, and I finally unsettled down at IIT Bhubaneswar as an assistant professor.
Okay, fine. Okay, sir. So coming to your academic journey, as you have told that you did your MTech from Jadavpur University. So what was the admission process and was it gate examination? And if it is, then like what was the motivation behind it?
Yes, the admission process in what that time. I sorry, but I don't know exactly what is happening because I'm sharing this after 11 before 11 years I joined there. In 2013, I gave GATE, and after GATE, I filled the form of Jadavpur University separately. So based on the GATE, they called me for written test and interview. Okay. So there was again a story behind that. I went for written test. In the written test question paper, 4 questions were wrong. I mean, no one can solve the questions without those parameters, some parameters. So I called the invigilator. That was a senior professor. I will not take the name. I called the senior professor. She was invigilator and said, "Ma'am, nobody can solve these questions without these parameters." So she said, "No, these questions cannot be wrong. Our committees have set that question paper." I said, "Ma'am, whatever it happened, this cannot be solved." So she told me, "You write those questions back to the OMR sheet." Then I said, I called to my, I'm a bit emotional guy, so I used to call, that time my grandmother was alive, so I used to call to my grandmother. I said, I will not get selected. She said, "It's okay, you wait for the interview." Next day I went there, HOD, who was the supervisor to me also. He called me, "You were the guy who pointed out the mistakes in our question." I said, "Yes, sir." He was very, I mean, he was very grateful, or in the sense, he was excited to ask me only one question. He said, "Navjeet, we will not give you the hostel. Will it be okay?" I said, "Yes, without hostel, I can survive in PG because this university was good." So the motivation behind Jadavpur University that time, even now also, faculties of Jadavpur Universities are excellent. They are doing exceptional research in, basically, I was interested in semiconductor devices. So they were doing exceptional research on that. So that motivated me to join. Earlier then, I got selected in IIIT Bangalore also, but they were working in SOC design, some FPGAs and all. So I'm not bit more interested in, towards that, rather as devices. So I joined finally at
So, like about the specialization, did you decide that in your BTech only, but you do the research in this electronic device?
as I said, I think that second year is the
Yes.
is the time which was a turning point of my life. Yeah, that time only when we took a semiconductor devices course. There is a basic semiconductor devices course in third semester. So that time only I decided, yes, this is the course which actually kicks me every time. Now also when I discuss with my students, when with my colleagues, my friends, even while doing brushing, those also I think of those stuffs, how the electrons are moving, how those stuffs are doing. So this is really innovative domain, I must say. So yeah, I in second year only I decided that I need to go for semiconductor devices.
Okay. And what is your opinion about the GATE examination? Like how it is helpful? Like in India, a lot of people are actually who are from say tier two or tier three colleges. They are dreaming to go like top tier colleges. So what do you think that what are the like opportunities that can be opened if a particular student is giving a GATE examination with respect to academic and English department? Yeah.
So sorry to not accepting the words tier 2, tier 3.
Yeah.
I'm not into it. It's really not a good sentence to say tier 2, tier 3. It depends on the skill of mindset. Even when I was giving GATE, I didn't get selected in any of the IITs. I got for MS, but I didn't. I chose MTech or rather going for MS. I think GATE is a platform which gives you a great idea or great I mean, you can say great support to rebrush all your engineering subjects. And the person who is giving GATE is ready for doing anything. I mean, he is ready. If I'm talking about electronics and communication engineering, if I'm giving GATE, after GATE to choosing MTech, I'm okay for communication, I'm okay for semiconductor domain, I'm okay for signal processing. So I think every student must give GATE. Uh, the GATE will get plenty of good questions, which even we will not think of in our engineering studies. Whether you are from IIT, we are not discussing those questions. Even I'm teaching to students, I'm not going to teach that kind of logical thinking questions. Some sense, we need to give mixtures. Some questions should be logical, some questions should be memory based and all. But in GATE, you will get some kind of new domain where your brain should respond in 3 hours. And time is very important, as you know. So, you and the one last thing about the GATE, please don't judge the student based on the GATE ranks because you never know. I mean, I am preparing a very well for the GATE, but just before a day of exam, if I get sick, like
Yes.
you cannot judge based on that. But yes, it's a good platform. Every student should give GATE. But nowadays, we see the trend students are not giving GATE. Students are not because they are getting easily jobs, maybe. So students are a lot of students in my batch also. I think less than 20% filled the form for GATE. In India, GATE is a good platform to get into PSUs as well. I think they started in 2012 or 2010. So that is also a good platform to move in. Uh, uh, Not less, I mean, the GATE is what I can say. Uh, it's all about brushing off all your subjects in 3 hours is really exciting somehow.
It's okay. So a lot of people actually giving the like GATE examination for the jobs. Like they are doing the masters for the job from perspective. So why do you think that they are not like interested to go in the research domain where there is an opportunity, a lot of opportunities are there. So still they are interested to give the GATE examination just to get the masters so that they will be get the job. So what? Why do you think that this mindset is there in the current generation?
See, earning bread is fundamentally. So what I see is looking for job is nowhere wrong, but desperately looking for job is wrong. So nowadays, since I think 3 years or so, what I observed, it's some of my personal view. What I observed is people are desperately looking for job. Whether they are getting 30 lakh package or whether they are getting 3 lakh package, they are okay for job. Maybe it's like a fashion. We are wearing clothes like a fashion. So I'm working in some metro city. It's like a fashion, right? Giving gate, going for a proper channel. You give gate, do MTech, learn what masters. When you talk about, let's say, 50 years ago, as a person does masters, we are having a different society. Like he did masters, right? But nowadays, doing master is only coming to college, spending time. So what we learned so far from BTech to masters, nothing, right? So the trend, industry trend, actually giving easy jobs, plenty of money. And if you really ask me, the student who are going there, they are only learning. Suppose if I ask one student, he did MTech from some reputed organization. He went to company, right? And they are doing only specific application. So it's like we are working for the company. That's it. We are servant to the company. We are not using our brain. So I must say, if you are doing MTech, if you are choosing the pathway through MTech getting job, you must learn these 2 years. You spend a lot of your brain in these 2 years. Then you go for job. No, it's not necessary to do PhDs. But at least learn these 2 years, because I know everybody knows what we do in our BTechs, right? So that is, it's all about bachelors, but master is somewhat different. So I must say that the student should give gate, apply for masters, if not directly PhD. Research is somehow innovative things which actually create your mind, which develop your mind periodically.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, like coming to your Jadavpur University, like how is your experience over there, like in the university, and how is the professors and the class and courses?
It was nice. It was very nice. Classes were very nice. That time, now all those professors are retired. But that time, I took 5 subjects. They all were senior professors. The only experience what I felt is an, a non-Bengali person. Generally, they used to teach in Bengali. So I used to tell, sir, I'm not understanding because I was the only non-Bengali student in my class. So I used to say, sir, please teach in Bengali. So I mean, in a very childish way, he used to say, oh, I forgot, I'm speaking in Bengali, like that. So the experience with teachers was fine. The city was nice. Overall experience was nice. I learned a lot. I learned how to write research papers. When I came up with my first research paper, I saw my name over Google. I was like, it was the best moment of my life. So in my MTech only, I published more than 6 papers.
Okay.
So that time, I mean, the research was going good. Uh, I was full motivated towards PhD, and that was I asked about my dream. So that was the Jadavpur was the channel. I personally feel as of now to sitting here that if I join that time IIT Bangalore, probably I will not go for PhD. I will not be there in IIT, and I was working somewhere in company SSC Designs or company. But that was not my choice of life. But this is what my choice of life I thought of.
Okay. Okay, so as you said that and during that Jadavpur University, you got to know and got to understand that you are interested more in the PhD, right? So then you joined PhD in IIT Roorkee. So, like, what was the reason behind choosing IIT Roorkee over others?
Again, as I mentioned, I'm an emotional guy. So it's a story behind that also. I got selected firstly to IIT Roorkee because earlier the first form for PhD is coming from IIT Roorkee only. So I got selected in IIT. Got selected in the sense, in some sense, I got to know that I'm getting selected. With whom? That's also unveiled that time to me. Then I came from the interview room, and one of the senior, I was not known to him, but he asked me, to whom you are getting? I mean, who will be your supervisor? I said, so I'm just naming here his name. He's my mentor, guru, everything. Even he was there. He told me, yes, you should go now. So I came here immediately for this session. Professor Dasgupta, Professor Sudeb Dasgupta. So I got to
Like
know.
he has like lecture series in equity.
Yeah, he is having lecture. Yeah, yeah. So I got to know that Professor Sudeta Gupta will be my supervisor. Then I met, like what we generally do before taking admission, we inquire, right? I inquire in the sense I got to know that he's a gem. He's really gem. And everybody told me, if he will be a supervisor, you will learn a lot. Your life will be at next level. So I committed. Somehow I committed, and I called to my grandmother again. I said I got admission. Uh, after a month maybe, I got selected in IIT KGB, and then I got a call from IIT Delhi also. But my grandmother told me, "You committed somewhere already. You promised your supervisor that you are going to join. Don't break the promise." Then I joined IIT Roorkee under Professor Sudeb Dasgupta, and he is really a gem guru of my life. He is a turning point. That was a turning point. He helped me a lot throughout the journey, and IIT Roorkee days are the best days of my life. All those 4 years, I cannot forget at any moment of my life.
Okay, and after that you did the postdoc on Germany, right?
Yeah.
And was it again a conscious decision that you will do postdoc from outside of India?
To be honest, it was not.
Okay.
It was a demand of time.
Okay.
I was looking for a job. Uh, but that time when I was looking for a job, the Professor Dasgupta told me you should do a postdoc, because I was like, if I get a job here also in the NITs, I will be okay. But my professor said, first, he put two conditions. First, you go for postdoc. Second, until unless we get settled down, don't marry. So then I got postdoc. I said, sir, I'm going for that. He was very happy. And I look forward that definitely at some stage, I'll make him proud. I tried hard, but when I joined IIT, he was really proud and he helped me a lot to get into it. Today only I shared, means on 4th, even the first day of VLSI conference, we came here for VLSI Bangalore conference. So I shared the stage with him. We had a tutorial talk for 1.5 hours. And when you share a stage with your supervisor, right, it's a next level of feeling you can't express in words. That's what the journey started. And I went for postdoc. Then I joined academia, because I honestly I don't want to join company. But now I'm okay. I'm satisfied that I'm in academia.
So as you said, just that you attended the VLSI conference, right? That how is your experience over there?
It was very nice. From the day one first lecture was ours. We had delivered the tutorial talk on emerging semiconductor devices. As I said, I shared the stage with my supervisor. The audience was nice. The experience, sharing experience with students, with uh, academia colleagues, industry partners. It was nice. The innovation discussion and the talented mind I saw in VLSID conference, they all were very engaging about the innovations, about the semiconductor technologies, what is going on. And the good part, what I observed when I was discussing in the when I was sitting in the panel discussion, is all people, all minds are talking about how to make India great, how to make, how will achieve the dream of India in 2047, right? So that was a nice experience, that people are thinking about India in terms of semiconductors. So I must say that we are not real heroes who are standing in the borders, but yes, we are heroes, who are we in the sense, we all semiconductor engineers at least, thinking and trying to build our country in that way.
Okay. So now coming to your research area. So your research area includes the nanoscale emerging technologies, right? So what do you think that how these technologies are actually impacting the real world applications?
So I'm working on basic innovative semiconductor transistors, and every ripple out of these technologies connecting with every human being. You are using smartphones, you are using laptops, we are using electronics, mics, cameras. They are having transistors. So my research is basically focused on the emerging transistors. Few name I can put on, like FinFETs is a very mature technology, but we the technology what we are predicting more than Moore's law, so about in 2032 or so, the complementary fits, the nanosheet transistors, fork sheet transistors. So I'm working on the reliability of those devices, because when you shrink down the dimensions, right, then only electrical analysis is not important. The thermal management is very important. Many other challenging issues will come into picture. So I'm working on this, and more or less it is connected. Yes, with the upcoming technologies, upcoming processors, upcoming mobile phones, everything. Um, and about one domain where I'm working is Fed-based sensors. Yes. So Fed-based sensors are again, it's an innovative domain where they are they are important as in this era where actually we are. I think you have heard that a new virus is coming, right? So yes. So how to detect those viruses? How to? I'm just taking a layman example. How to detect those viruses in a real time domain with a very high sensitivity. So this kind of Fed-based sensors are providing those kind of benefits out of it. They are providing high signal to noise ratio. Out of which, suppose you are taking a complex molecules to detect, right? You can detect easily with these sensors. So I'm working on that. One research domain where we just we got a project from DST Sub on this cryogenics temperatures. So we are talking about quantum computings. So quantum computing is basically a bigger umbrella where we are talking about quantum medicals and those stuffs. Where I'm working on how those quantum computers are relying on the cryogenic CMOS, where the cryogenic CMOS is actually operating as a very low temperature, is in millikelvin range. So that is one domain. Another domain as the industry and the market demands is AI. So I'm trying to connect this data-driven stuffs with my semiconductor devices. So AI with semiconductor devices, machine learning algorithms with semiconductor devices, how to make the simulations, modeling much more efficient, faster, like that. So these are broader aspects where my research group is working.
Okay, so as you mentioned about the Moore's law, right? So what do you think about the future of Moore's law? That will it be saturated or still it will be applicated?
So Gordon Moore in 1965 stated a statement that if I really want to grow my company, I need to double the transistor every 18 months. That's what a Moore's law. It's not a rocket science law. It's a statement by a person who is actually motivating us to try to develop the technology which is double your transistor count, which is shrink your dimensions, right? So I think there is no question about the Moore's law get failed, right? Because otherwise innovation will go. Innovation says you do it like that, such that I will grow. I will grow economically. I will grow innovatively, right? So Moore's law is not going somewhere anywhere. Ultimately, in some sense, it will reflect in another way. We are saying like the topic of the title. I mean, the title of the topic. What we gave tutorial is more than Moore's law. But today, one professor came from Penn State. He was saying there was nothing about more than Moore's law. It's Moore's law only. We are following the same trend, right? We are doubling the transistor in some other sense. So it's all about people. It's vary from people to people, but ultimately Moore's law hold good. It's nothing but a statement said for the innovation. So I'm not thinking it will go anywhere.
Okay, okay. And talking about these emerging like technologies like AI and quantum computing, so what do you think that what is the future of these things?
I'm not thinking about future. I'm worrying about present.
Okay.
Present in the sense we are much more into AI. Earlier, what I think is human brain should have a commander. I mean, it should command someone, right? We should not be like work as slave. But now, if you see anything we are searching, right? If I ask question to student, they are searching in ChatGPTs, right? So they are searching in AI. So we are becoming day by day we are becoming slave to AI. I'm not denying that this is not important. This is very very important. But at what extent, that's what we need to decide. What I mentioned, people, again, I'm not pointing about tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. It's a general psychological mind. What says is that I did my BTech. I'm getting job at level 12 lakh package in India. I'm talking about 12 lakh package, 15 lakh package in AI. I'm okay with it. I learned one language, right? Some scripting languages. I'm okay with it. I'm doing working and earning fights. But what you are doing, actually, you need to think of, are you the servant or are you the command or are you the master? So if you want to be the master, you need to work as master. So the present seems, what I observe is, I really don't know about the future. Future, maybe we'll all become slave, but present is somehow in dilemma, whether it is we are working to as slave or working as master. So AI is that dangerous thing, I would say.
Okay, so like, what is your opinion that will it affect the like mankind? Like any way the jobs will be affected. What is your opinion that AI will affect the jobs, the market?
It will, surely it will. If you see any of the trends over Google, the even if you put in ChatGPT, it will tell you the same thing. Yet it will affect the market because AI is solving the problems. Let's say I'm just taking again a layman land words. Work hundred student or 100 employees can do, AI can do in by a robot can do in one robot can do the same, right? So definitely it will affect the market, but definitely it will give a new horizon to the country development as well, to the humankind development also. But what I see personally, that will become slave.
Okay.
Surely will become the slave.
Okay, okay, nice. Now coming to you like research part again. So, can you share some research paper or any particular research work that you are particularly excited about or that you have done? So any research work that you are excited about or proud of?
See, I proud of my all of my research work because this I feel it's not my own work. It's a cumulative work.
Yes.
Whatever paper I have done, I have 9 or 10 papers over only 2 authors, me and my supervisors.
Hmm.
But there was equal contribution. So I must say it's a proud work. After that, when I joined as an assistant professor, I was started guiding the students and all. So it's a cumulative work of all those authors. So I again I say it's a proud work, all the research paper. But throughout this 13 to this, yeah, throughout this 11 year, the best paper what I proposed is cleaved gate ferroelectric fits. It was published in IRPS. It's an international symposium on reliability. I was in Germany. I was in peak COVID. We submitted a paper, and few people told me that it's out beyond the box. You cannot get that paper. I worked hard. We Indians generally do hard work there, actually, because if you see the abroad culture, they work timely, but I was working since 2 a.m. Getting up morning in the 7 a.m. and all those stuff. I was not sure, but fortunately, I got that paper. It was published, and it was my first IRPS. After that, I published six. So that was a moment where we proposed how to make efficient memory using ferroelectric FETs. So there is, if you see a basic transistor, having a one gate, single metal gate, and source and drain pad. So if you take it as memory, you can only store one bit of information, either 0 or 1 based on write and read voltages. So what I proposed is, let's leave the gate in two parts, part A, part B. And we separated by dielectric layers and also. And at the same instant, instead of storing one bit of information, I can store two bit of information. Okay. So 111000 and 01 by SAT. So that was a good work, what I feel, and I'm proud of that what I did. That idea came in my mind while, as I said, I used to get these ideas when I sit in metro, doing brushing, right, having coffee, talking with friends. Yesterday also we went to Kurg with one of my friend. He's working in Intel. So while driving, in between, I one idea came into picture. So I said to my friend, "Let's brother, why not we try this in simulations?" So likewise, I'm enjoying this research journey since 11 years.
Okay, okay, nice. And what is your opinion about the collaboration that is happening in the research field, right? So, like, we do the collaboration with other authors and then we publish any papers. So, what is your opinion about that?
It's really, really, really very important, very crucial. And to be very honest, I got this really, really crucial thing since last 3 years. When I joined here, I was, and even now, a few of the academicians, industrials, they are thinking that solo work is very good. But what I personally feel that collaborative work will give you a new horizon to think of, right? Even since last 2 years, my work style has been completely changed. What I was working in my PhDs and assistant professor there when I was in IIIT. My work style nowadays is I'm handling now 11 students, including BTech, MTech, and PhDs. So I made broadly two groups, one and among 5 research topics, broadly 2 groups, and I'm having daily meetings. Daily, one student should discuss some things. One should, if you do not have anything to discuss, also you come to meeting, come and join the meeting, listen what others are doing. So discussion is very important, and this is called inter IIT or inter group collaboration itself, right? And collaborating with others will get many benefits. We have, we in the sense our group. So our group having collaboration with University of Glasgow. With I am working with University of Stuttgart. Um, a bit work with NIT Bhilai, sorry, IIT Bhilai, right? So in India, I have few more collaborations. Abroad, broadly, I work with University of Glasgow itself. So what we learn is their work culture, their approaches, right? So we generally give new ideas. They will give new ideas. It's like definitely the fruit, right? It's like digging some new seeds, and hybrid fruits you'll get, right? But if you do solo work,
Yes.
I think if you are very good at a particular topic also, then only you can get the fruit of that particular topic, not interdisciplinary. But nowadays, research, study, engineering is all about interdisciplinary. It's not about sole. If I say I'm doing electronics engineering, it's not only electronics engineering. You see every domain, mechanical, control, mechanical, electrical, metallurgical, chemistry, physics, they are actually into it.
Yes.
Right. So collaboration is really important, I must say.
Okay. And what is your opinion on the quality of publication, the number of publication or versus the quality of publication?
Obviously quality.
Okay.
Obviously quality. But few people, sorry, but few people thought of its a number of publication is important.
Yeah.
I will not say again tier 2, tier 3, any name, but this is the a psychological thing what we carry in India.
Yes.
If you have 20 number of publications, yes, you are very good.
Right.
It's not like that.
Yes.
In abroad, what I saw is when I was there in Germany, that's what I learning. Even when I was in IIT Roorkee, Professor Dasgupta never pushed me to do much more publications. I did my PhD with my 4 journals. Four. He told me you need to do only 2 IEEE transactions. I did 4. Why? Because that was a demand of particular organization that you need to do at least this much publications to get the PhD degree.
Yes.
So what I feel personally is even this is really, if you guys like this message to all of the researchers who are working, please don't run for the count of the publication. Yes, count matters, but with good number of technical content should be there. I I am reviewer of many journals. I generally get those kind of papers where people are doing. Uh, they are sending the papers with no formatting, nothing no new technical contents, and they are getting papers.
Yes.
I remember one. I will not take the name. I remember one. He was having 98 publication in his PhD.
Okay.
What to do there? Right. So it's not good. So quality matters. Everywhere quality matters, not quantity.
Okay. Okay. Now, since you mentioned that you have friends who are working in Intel or any particular industry, so why it was for you that you opted for the academia compared to the industry?
Again, it's a personal choice.
Yes.
I always try to motivate my friend to join IIT. He is not agree, right? So it's a personal choice. There is no demarcation between academia and this.
Yes.
Personal choice in the sense when I was in 7th class, I used to teach the son of my maid, the maid who was coming in our house. So I love teaching. So it was decided that time also. It's again about a childhood dream or childhood brain who pushed me towards teaching. So it was decided that I will be a teacher. Whether it will be IIT or what, I didn't decide that time. So industry about, to be very honest, I don't like crowds. So be in Bangalore, it's really tedious job for me to survive in 5 days.
Okay.
I want peaceful places,
Mm.
right? So other than that, there is no big deal to not to join company. I got placed when I was in MTech, but I left. And even the interviewer told me, brother, if I say something, don't mind. He said it was my first job interview I was giving after MTech. Yes. He was also from electronics engineering. He told me, you are, at that time I was having three papers. One is on to electron device, this transaction. So he saw my CV and he told me, brother, if you have any financial problem in your family, I said no. So you do one thing, you go for PhD. Don't join the job.
Okay.
So at that time also I was okay. But I said, it's my first job. Can you please give me offer letter? He said, I'm giving you offer letter, but don't join.
Okay.
So it happened with me. I left the job and then I joined for PhD and then I got my.
Okay, okay. So, as an assistant professor, you were mentoring and then teaching and also doing the research work, right? So, how are you actually managing all of these worlds simultaneously?
It's again, managing means it's all about our group, how you manage the group. It is a tough task to make your group wise, but once you make your team good, right, ultimately the rest of the amount will be peaceful. So when the student joins, I am having five PhD students, two MTech, BTech students are working with me. Okay. So I used to, I'm personally, personal, that kind of person who feel that everybody have a personal circle, right? Don't go into it. So I used to call them first in the very first day. I used to ask what you want from me, what kind of culture you want from me.
Hmm.
Then they will not say because I'm teacher, they are student. But then I propose my objectives.
Hmm.
So few of the objectives are clear to me.
Hmm.
One, uh, you need to do work here. If
Hmm.
you're coming like that, you will get the degree without work. Please don't join my group.
Hmm.
In the very first day, I told this thing to any of my students, whether it is PhD, MTech, or what. The second thing is, if you really want not to work for a particular month, even,
Hmm.
please do inform me so that I will not put any expectation that he is going to do. Third, be honest to me. Whether you are treating me, you might get surprised that my all PhD students are elder than me.
Okay.
So they are having kids,
Yes.
they are having their own families. So I already told them,
Hmm.
if you have any issues, please be honest to me,
Hmm.
sir. Because they are having family means definitely they need to go to market with their wives, right?
Hmm.
So they used to tell me that, sir, in this week, in this day, I will not work. So it's okay. If you are not working, it's okay. Because if you push a particular member of your team, right, you do it hard, right? Like what I heard in industry, it happens
Hmm.
because we need to have a deliverables. But in PhD, it's a long time run. I want productivity. I don't want one day output.
Hmm.
I want productivity out of it.
Hmm.
And I'm proud of my students. They are doing well.
Hmm.
Even today, one of my students called me, sir, I want to go somewhere. It's okay. You go.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You just put on,
Yeah.
put leave, you go, you enjoy your weekends.
Hmm.
So likewise, I'm managing.
Yeah.
More or less, I personally feel that if you really want to be a good leader,
Hmm.
I don't know, I am or not. But the definition of a good leader, what I heard from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, that when a student or when your team is committing mistake, stand in front of them, right? So I generally believe in that. That quotation is really in my heart, right? So I never blame them. Sometimes I scold them. And generally, I used to say, if you are achieving something, recently we published, one of two of our papers is accepted in EDTM conference. So I directly said to my student, you need to give card. So we are enjoying the work. I'm scolding to students. I'm sometimes I'm not talking to the students also. It's like husband wife fought, right? Husband wife fight. I'm not talking to the student. You did you promised me that you will complete the work in this week, but you haven't, right? So I will not talk to you. Please meet me after 1 week or so. So I'm doing that also with my students. And I mean, this is second thoughts I heard from someone that my students are okay with me. So I'm happy.
Yeah, students asking is what I have heard. That's the great thing that you are doing. Actually, these days people are actually struggling with that only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So managing comes with management in the sense I'm not good manager, but I'm handling somehow. With one statement, I read one quotation from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam that a leader um, should come in front if a team is not doing good, and you should go back if a team is doing good. Okay. So that quotation is in my mind. Somehow, it is in my heart. You can say. With that, also, I'm managing my personal life, my professional life. If you talk about my students, I have 5 PhD students, MTech students, BTech students, and you will be surprised that my 4 of my PhD students are elder than me. They are having kids, so somehow you cannot go in their personal circle, right? So I believe in some kind of managements, which is my own followed rules. So one is I used to say to my students in on a very first day, if they come and they can come to me. So first question is what is your expectation from me? They generally ask nothing because they are student at their at that side of the bench. So I ask my rules or my points. The first point is if you don't want to work, please say directly to me, sir, for a particular period of time, I don't want to work. For a particular week, for a particular month, even, I don't want to work. But next month, definitely, I'll show my progress. It's okay. It's fine because you're human. Right. The second thing is be honest to me. I really love honesty, at least in work. Some sense, if we already did BTech and we know, we used to say to our faculties, sir, I did, but I forgot my copy, like that, right? So it's not like that. Research is not doing a degree, handwritten degree, you are writing examination and going, right? So be honest to me. Likewise, I'm handling my research group. More or less, I believe on doing parties with my students. Sometimes I scold them. Sometimes it's like a girlfriend boyfriend fight. I used not to talk with them if you haven't done your work on time as you promised. If you already told me that no, sir, I can't do on that particular time, it's okay. But if you already promised that you will finish in this week or so, and you are not showing, I'll not talk to you. Meet me after week or so. That what I generally do. The other important things which motivates me as well as my group in terms of research is enjoying or celebrating each and every moment. Recently, we got acceptance of 2 of our papers in EDTM conference, one journal. This was a big news for me in this new year. So in less than 6 days, we got 3 papers out of excellent, brilliant minds of my research group. So I said to my students, you need to give party here. You need to throw party there. Yeah, why you are not giving gifts to me? Why you are not giving chocolates to me, like that? So they are motivated towards that. So I believe that we need not to go deeper in the personal life circle. Then you will get more productivity, because research is all about productivity. It's not a life. I'm the master, you are the slave. I'm hunting you, and you need to finish the job in this and this. Get the degree, go. It's not like that, right? I want a productive mind. If my student stands somewhere, he delivers some talk somewhere, I'll feel proud. It's like I'm assuming that Professor Dasgupta is doing, feeling proud somehow, at some sense on me. That's what I want to see, or feel the proud of that in my eyes when my students would do. So productivity comes out with that kind of management. That's what my personal choice.
Yeah, that's great that you are doing. These day people are actually facing this problem. Yeah. Okay. So, my next question will be that what will you suggest to the young engineers, or not engineers, the students who are actually wanting to like impact something in this field? So, what will you suggest or guide them?
The first very important thing, again, I'm not leveling a particular subject, but I'll just say what I did. When I was in class 10th, so again, I'm taking an example. When I was in class 10th, ninth, I used to by heart Sanskrit. And I used to say shloks like a Pandit is saying. Yeah. My grandmother was very happy. But when I realized those stuffs, when I entered into BTech and all, I realized mugging up the things, what is actually innovative things, it's not a good idea. So what I observed is many of the subjects, people are only mugging up. They are not understanding the bit out of it, right? So the first very suggestion is, if you are reading a particular subject, it's not like I'm not pointing out a particular name of the subject, but the subject, suppose in my electronics engineering, semiconductor devices is a very important subject, which is a very dynamic subject, right? As I mentioned, even walking, even sleeping, sometimes discussing with friends, sometimes watching movies, I get few ideas, right? So this is a dynamic subject. So for dynamic subjects, you need not to rely on just reading small stuff, mugging up, writing answers. So first, you please avoid this kind of things. Second suggestion, please be focused. I even one of few of my good friends, not only one, few of, uh, nature will give you some hints that you're not capable of doing that, right? One of my friend, he was working for PSUs or UPSCs since 8 years. I don't know their psychology. In my personal perspective, you should to revisit your own capabilities. It's not like you are not a collector, then you are no. It's not worth it to live, right? Maybe you are for someone else, right? Maybe you are for some other domain. So give chance for every domain. But after some failures, such failures, let's say 2 failures, 3 failures, you revisit yourself, right? That's what people are not doing. They are continuously in the loop. What I observed is, if one student is preparing for, let's say, gate, he or she will be in continuous loop, not getting loop, and at the end they will either commit suicide, they will either leave those things. I did not to do anything. They will do some illegal things and all those stuff. So the second thing is, revisit yourself at least every month. What you are doing every month, or what every day I used to do. Every day when I used to go for sleep, I used go for sleep. I talk with my wife. I used to say, what I did today. I did nothing. I did nothing. She used to motivate me. No, you recall your day. Then I used to recall my day. Okay, today I did this. I taught this subject. For this teaching the subject, I learned this. Okay, whether earlier I know that concept, but I learned again. Right. So that kind of things, revisiting is very important. About the subject choosing, it's purely dependent on your skill set. Suppose I am working on semiconductor devices. Let's start with my basic BTech domain. Let's say I opted for communication engineering, but later on I realized, no, I have this probability. I know probability. I can solve the problem, but I'm not comfortable with it. That also your nature, your body, your mind will respond. In some sense, you should open it everywhere. Might be it's not like nature means God will come and some song will come in your ears. Not, maybe someday, sometime your friend will say, I think semiconductor is okay for you, not communication. That is your call. That call you should be ready with. Yeah. Right. And last but not the least, whatever you are reading, we generally see in Google also, make your own notes. I had my own notes. I read analog in my BTech. I had my own notes. I had read my basic semiconductor, and I'm using those same notes, and say with same notes I'm going to class. I'm just recording it's what it actually used to. It will create your own mind in the copy, right? So when you are revisiting those stuffs, you will get much more ideas, and prefer to choose the dynamic subjects, the subjects which are very dynamic. You are in research mode, right? Sometimes you sit alone near a river or so, think about why this is happening. You will definitely enjoy. I think learn for enjoy, right? It's not it's a a good idea to enjoy your learning. That's it.
Yes. Okay. That's great advice. So now I'll ask you some light-hearted questions. So first is like any favorite food?
Favorite food, makke ki roti sarson ka saag, because I'm Punjabi, so I love that
Okay.
with lots of butter. But other than I love non-veg chicken, any kind of things, but not specific choices. Yesterday I had a Karnataka food there in Mysore. I love that. So my choice, my love depends on situations.
Okay. And you are there in West Bengal as well, like in Kolkata.
I was there in West Bengal. I enjoy Bengali food. I enjoyed fish. After that, I become vegetarian for 3 years. But then I become a hardcore non-vegetarian now.
Okay.
So Bengal gave me a lot of things in terms of food, in terms of self-dependence. Because when I was there, when I first time I visited Bangalore, Kolkata. That time I heard that it's not safe city. It will take you too many things from you. It's work. It's not like that. It's very good city. Uh, that 2 years helped me a lot to stand on my foot. Right.
So, okay, and any favorite holiday destination?
Favorite holiday destination? I love beaches. Beach. Okay. Um, I used to go up. Actually, I really love uh, to enjoy my day at the end of the day. In the sense, if I'm in my office, I used to go anywhere, whether for 15 minutes or let's say for 1 hour. I used to take my car, just roam around in the campus itself. So I'm in Bhubaneswar, nearby Puri beach. Uh, Preferably, I'll go in 20 days or 15 days. I'll go to Puri. Okay, I'll enjoy. I love taking bath and or enjoying in beach. So that is one. Another is Golden Temple. At any time I go, I visited there 6 more times. Okay. Whenever I went there, I feel a spirit of peace is coming in me.
Yeah, about Puri, I'm actually visiting Puri and I have already visited Puri for 5 to 6 times.
Odisha will give you much more hardcore welcome to you. Peace
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And about like my like work-life balance. Like, what do you think about the work-life balance, and how should you like give the importance to the family with comparison to the work also? Yeah.
On a lighter note, if you really don't want to eat burn food, if you don't want to listen, uh, तुम्हें क्या करना है? I'm saying Hindi, right? तुम्हें क्या करना है, right? So you need to have a work-life balance, right? And it is really required. My wife is also working, but when she used to when she goes office, and when I go to office, it's like we are working apart, right? Different domains, right? But I look forward when the time of 5:30 to 6:30 will come. It's sure 5:30 to 6:30. It's chai time, coffee time, right? We used to share our day. We used to this is with my wife. With my family, my parents are living in Chhattisgarh. I am living in Bhubaneswar. I am having twin brother who is living in Pune. So there is a fixed time. There is like a fixed alarm. At 11 o'clock, my dad used to do this video call. We all six, me, my brother, his wife, and my wife, we all used to talk about the day. We'll do chit chats. So this will motivate me, or this actually gives the energy for the next day. Yes. So I must say the love, the work, and profession and the personal life should be very very balanced. Then only you can achieve more. If I will do only work, I saw few of the faculties or few of the colleagues are working completely day night. But if you see what about their personal life, they're not happy. So if you're not happy, right, you cannot work productively. That's my personal opinion. And if you are only doing your family stuffs, then also you're not productive. So the balance should be very very important. That's what I mentioned. That's what I try to keep the balance with my students as well. Sometimes I used to scold. Sometimes I used to say you have to give party. Right. So the balance is very important in an idea.
Also, I feel the same thing. Yeah. Okay. So coming to my last question, which is like, what do you think about VLSI Parole and the kind of work that they are doing for the students?
VLSA for all is, I must say in one line, is an innovative statement. That's it. VLSI for all.
Yes.
So I saw this VLSI for all in LinkedIn. Then I found and I read the history or the things of this initiatives. Yes, this is really nice initiative because it is the need of an hour. Um, in next coming few years, the Bangalore and the other in other cities of India will definitely get the semiconductor fabs. Gujarat is coming. One fab is coming up in Gujarat and all. So how we need to make a bridge. It's like taking your kid, teaching ABC, right? Kid do not know what a kid doesn't know what is ABC, but you are teaching, right? Because so there is a bit bridge between that. So VLSI for all is creating that bridge. I feel so because many of the students are having a lot of questions in their mind. What is happening in the companies? What kind of courses we need to take? How we teach, what kind of salary we'll get. is this a good domain or not? What will be our personal and professional life in that? So I think VSI for all is a good platform which is answering all the questions in a better way.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much for this insightful talk. So it was incredible talking to you, and for the viewers, thank you so much for joining in, and just stay tuned for more such episodes. Thank you.